Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Southerners Northern Garden. So it's been a couple weeks, or a few weeks since my last video, and this video was actually supposed to come a little earlier than I expected it to, but the weather here has been a little warmer than it typically is and was in November, and so our trees didn't finish dropping its leaves until this week. So I wanted to show you this device because I'm going to be adding all of these shred leaves to my raised garden beds. So I wanted this Works leaf shredder last year, and it's not something that I ended up buying last year. I did a lot of reviews on multiple different ones. I wanted something electric and it collapsed and really easy to store. And so I ended up purchasing it about a month ago this year. And it arrived, and then today was the day I got to test it out. So I needed to get it done because tomorrow it's supposed to rain, and while these leaves are dry, they shred best. And so you can see actually how well it shredded up these leaves here. It was a bit mixed, so some people will run the leaves through the shredder twice. It's essentially a big weed eater. You drop the leaves in there in the chute, and there's weed eating string or trimmer string, depending on which part of the country you're in, and it just shreds these leaves up pretty nicely. So if you wanted, you could run this back through this thing again. I think this is fine. Last year I added leaves to my garden beds anyway without them shredded up, but this will allow them to break down a little quicker. So every spring I end up adding bags and bags of raised bed mix to these raised beds because the soil just breaks down over time and just disappears. But as you know, I actually added some pots up here, and I've got some shrubs that I'm trying to protect over winter, and I want to make sure that they're protected as much as possible, and also add all of this good organic matter that would otherwise blow away or be taken to the dump or some other mulching program, and add it back to my own garden. It's a great way to add good organic matter back to your raised garden beds. I have also seen people spread this out in their general flower bed, so I have quite a lot here. This is completely full, and this is all just from one tree, but it broke down really significantly. And then I have this tarp right here, and then this tarp, and we got all of these leaves shredded from one tree in like 30 minutes. It didn't take very long at all. It worked really quickly. So I was really impressed with this little machine. It had great reviews. I'm a stickler for a good review, and I watch lots of videos on this one. So this is not a how to use this type of machine because it's very simple. You just dump the leaves in it. It's really easy to assemble, and it just kind of compacts down. The legs on it actually come apart right here, and it all folds kind of into itself, and you can store it away really easily. So when I'm done with it, I of course won't need it again really until next year maybe. So it will go in the shed, in the little attic space I have up there in storage, until it's ready to be used next year. But it was a great little device to help me break down those leaves and be able to add and save a little money actually on garden soil next year. So I'm going to get started putting all of this leaf debris in there and just show you my process. I'm going to add it both to my raised garden beds as well as my earth boxes along the side of the house here because there's a lot of soil broken down in those as well this year. And so we're just going to get started doing that, and I'm going to show you how I protect my plants over winter and give them a little tucking in the raised vegetable garden. So let's go. I did decide for next year that I do have landscaping fabric in between the beds here, and I'm going to be removing that next year and actually planting micro clover around this area of the garden. So I'm potentially going to add micro clover to my entire lawn and just overseed with micro clover because it's really good and adds nitrogen back to the soil, and also forms kind of a thick layer, and I think it might work well with my bluegrass to be kind of like an organic weed barrier because it does get so thick. So, but this area I'm going to completely fill with micro clover just because I'm having an issue with weeds in here, and I don't like to use any sprays, of course, even organic ones, especially around my vegetables where they're growing. So micro clover it is next year, and we'll go over that project in the spring when I pull this up. Now I have a lot of leaves, so I've not even used all of this right here, but I'm going to pile up as much as I can, and if I have any extra left over, I will spread that around the garden, or I may leave it in this container, my kangaroo pop-up bag over winter. because this has to be replaced next year. It's got holes in it, but we can use it as like a leaf mold next year to top up the garden beds. If some of these blow away, it'll just be a good option for that. If you don't have a good leaf tarp, I actually picked these up from Amazon. I'll put a link below. I got them specifically for this project, and they actually work really well. They're the perfect size to set the Works leaf shredder on top of, and then the leaves will be shredded directly on top of it, and then you can move it around your garden as needed to make it handling a little easier. And you may be thinking, what is this really doing? Well, it's just helping keep some moisture in the soil and acting as a weed barrier. And it will actually help more than you think it will, especially by adding good, rich organic matter to your raised beds. But I specifically tend to have a lot of issues with weed growth over the winter in my raised beds. So this is a great option to help resolve some of that. If you have earth boxes at home and you bought them because you saw them on my channel, if you purchase the automatic watering system, make sure you've removed those emitters for winter because they can freeze and bust, and then they're kind of expensive at around $15 a piece, especially if you have multiple earth boxes, that I don't want you having to repurchase those. So if you haven't removed them for winter, pull them out and you can stick them back in there in the spring. And that's pretty much it. It's a rather simple, easy task to get completed, and I hope you are wrapping up your gardening efforts this season. I'm still going to sit down and do a garden tour if the weather is nice next weekend. I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I think I'm going to sit in front of my different garden spaces and tell you how those were developed. So it's going to be a series of maybe 4 or 5 videos that I can shoot in a day, but there'll be longer videos that will come out over the winter that will allow you to have some content while it gets super chilly in Ohio and I'm not able to do anything during December and early January. So thank you guys for joining me today, and remember, in a world full of hate, be a light. Take care, everyone. Bye.